It's about a couple about to get married, and both the bride and the groom absolutely do not want to get married to one another, but they've managed to find themselves in a situation where neither of them can get out of it.
And as a result of it, an awful lot of hilarity ensues.
Yes, hilarity and chaos and hijinks. Hayden is the groom. He's the son of a senator. They're kind of American royalty. So he's got a lot of pressure on him. He's got a lot of responsibilities. He's got to live up to the family name. And his best friend, his childhood best friend, Denny, is his best man. So they haven't seen each other since they were 10 years old. And he's come back from the Peace Corps to be Hayden's best man.
Yes.
And the night before the wedding, it's their first night back together. And they realize that they are more than best friends, that they love one another. And it's seeing Denny again that kind of catapults Hayden into this journey of, wait a minute, I don't want this for my life. Both the bride and the groom, these two people that struggle with the right choice they should make for everyone else and the choice that they should make for their heart.
The following morning, the morning of Hayden's marriage, wedding to Martine, the bride, we have that wonderful song, We Had Sex Last Night.
We had sex last night, and it was great. We went to town like bunnies, so let's get a few things straight. Yeah, you might be the handsome groom, but when you walk out of this room, I won't forget how it felt so right when we had sex last night.
Well, Martine is probably on the opposite end of the spectrum of Hayden in that she has two mothers. She is a cocktail waitress, always had to scrape to get by, and she is choosing comfort and luxury over her true love. She's marrying him for the money.
Even when she finds out and realizes that he's gay.
She's happy to go on with it. In fact, she's more determined than ever.
I have planned it all, every small detail, and the cheating charms down to our tea. Now the day has come, I walk down the aisle, and I will install, you'll see. I have something borrowed, something new, and the doves are cute nearby. So don't plunge your asses in the view. I will say I do or die.
And there's something about Martine, because of the way she was raised, in a time period where there was prejudice and there was bigotry. So when she really loves her ex-boyfriend, who she didn't marry, because Sid is Martine's ex-fiance who works at an animal rescue shelter. He loves Martine so much that his journey through the show is to kind of change himself in order to have Martine accept him again.
Another two of the characters that are absolutely wonderful roles are the mother and father of the groom, Sylvia and Eddie.
Well, they have a public, marriage. He's a senator, and they've hated each other for many, many years. But because he's a senator, and this is the 70s, before all bets were off, they had to stay together. And it's just a marriage of appearance and political machinations.
And incredibly fractious and bitchy and very, very funny, hilarious, embarrassing appearance.
Last night, I nearly died in the middle of a lap dance. A lap dance, Sylvia. And it made me think, I don't want to spend the last of my days underneath a gorgeous young woman. I want to spend it with you.
I can't.
But Sylvia.
Unfortunately for him, Sylvia, his wife, has hired someone to kill him at the wedding. And so she goes about the show trying to find the hitman to call off the assassination.
I hired someone to kill you that we heard tonight so they could murder you any minute.
What?
I've been a naughty girl. Let's go back to the coat check. Come on. Just...
Hired a hitman to Kill me?
Turned on.
How could you?
And then there's the wonderful scene between Sylvia and Hayden, where the son finally comes out to the mother.
Big day.
Yeah, as long as we're confessing secrets, I don't want to get married.
Okay, honey, that's just nerves. Come on here. Come on. Come on, let me rub your buttocks. Come on. Come. Come.
I don't actually love her.
You will.
I'm in love with someone else.
Who isn't, huh?
I'm in love with Denny.
You mean Denise?
I mean Denny.
Short for Denise.
Mother, I'm gay.
No. This is just a phase. It's like the time when you were making those puppets. I actually thought you were gay then.
I was gay then. I've always been gay.
This is all my fault. It's because I couldn't keep my hands off your buttocks.
It's nobody's fault.
One of my favourite moments in the show, Dolores and Pat's duet.
Dolores and Pat are my favorite characters. They're Martine's mothers, and they kind of just watch the entire event go by, and they're just always by each other's side, calmly supporting one another when meanwhile this absolute chaos is going around them with all these three other couples. There's the groom and the best man, there's the bride and her ex-fiance, there's Sylvia and Eddie, the older couple, and all these relationships are just exploding around this couple, and they are the solid center, and they're the ones that have been together for 30 years and that have the most healthy relationship and cannot get married.
We won't have a silver wedding anniversary. We won't have old vows that we'll renew. We won't have a thing that most might take for granted. But I
Obviously, it's a hilarious comedy with some incredible songs, but it does deal with some serious issues. The gay rights, the what it's like to grow up gay in a society that shuns it. Obviously, we're talking about a period thing, so we're talking about what attitudes were like in 1978.
Yeah, the times have changed so much that maybe young people might find it absurd that Hayden is perfectly willing to marry a female that he doesn't really have any feelings towards, simply to appease his family and to do the right thing. It wasn't that long ago, and it's still, as you say, it's still happening today, that there are people out there who are willing to sacrifice every core being of themselves for other people's expectations.
Yes.
So that's it for episode 1. Look out for episode 2 coming shortly, which will be an interview with the composer Charles Miller and how he went about composing the score for Rsvp ASAP. Check out our Facebook page, Rsvp ASAP 2019, and we'll be giving announcements soon about the professional premiere. See you later.